Hey y'all, it's Wendy. Today's inspiration comes from the one and only Mickey Mouse himself. I'm going to start with an A2 card base in black, 2 pieces of cardstock, one in yellow, one in red, each measuring 2.5 inches by 4 inches, and a simple embossing folder. This one happens to be mini dots, but you could make it whatever you want. I am running my yellow piece of cardstock through my SPELLBINDERS Platinum 6 die cutting machine. I do run it through twice to get a good emboss image, but you don't have to. If you don't have a die cutting machine, use it flat. It's perfectly fine. I'm going to use my glue of choice, which happens to be Barely Art Precision Craft Glue, and I will glue my red piece of cardstock down to the bottom part of my A2 card base. I continue on by gluing down my yellow piece of cardstock at the top part of my card. I do leave about 1/4 inch gap between the yellow and the red, so I get some break in those colors. And I'm going to cut Mickey's head. So I do use die cuts. I use a 1 3/4 inch circle and a 1 inch circle. You don't need to use die cuts. If you don't have them, use whatever you have. You could certainly use a medicine cap, a soda cap, trace around something, cut 1 piece out for his head and 2 pieces out for his ears. Once I've glued Mickey's ears on, I go ahead and glue the back of him. You could use foam tape if you wanted to pop it up a little bit. I just totally went for simple today. And I angled his Mickey-shaped head onto the yellow portion of my card base. I wanted him to kind of emulate the balloons that you can buy on Main Street at the Magic Kingdom. I chose to use a Hobby Lobby red twine to make his bow out of, but again, anything you have will work. A pre-made bow will be perfect for it. I'm surprised I didn't opt to do that. Ribbon that you have in your stash, whatever you can find to make his bow and the string for the balloon will be a perfect addition to this card. I grabbed a happy birthday stamp and I'm going to stamp it up with some VERSAFINE black onyx ink on some white cardstock. I do pretty much only use the Recollections or Michael's brand of cardstock, the 65-pound weight. I find that works best for my needs. I do end up stamping this off twice. I didn't like how light the first one came out, and I am much happier with the second one. I'd like to take a moment to say that if you find inspiration from my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate it. I go ahead and cut out my sentiment with these fantastic Tim Holtz scissors that I just got. They are so cool. I love that long blade. I'm going to go ahead and square up the right-hand edge of my sentiment and cut like a little flag tail for the left side. And then I'm going to just glue it down. You could certainly pop this up again on some foam tape. I just didn't go that route today. Time to attach Mickey's bow. I'm just using some mini dots. I use a couple of them here that I'm going to go ahead and apply to the base of the head. I do find that the mini dots or regular dots, whatever you want to use, work much better than glue, believe it or not. This is some super satiny type of twine. It's thick and it doesn't really like to adhere with glue. So the mini dots are the way to go on this one. And that's just about it. All you need to do now is finish up the inside of your card, where you could use a white or even a yellow. That would be fantastic. Inside card panel to write a personal note for your happy birthday card, and you're done. 5 minutes, guys. Classic Mickey card. Let me know in the comments if this inspired you to make your own classic Disney card. Thanks so much for visiting. I'll see you next time.